Hello guys, gals, and others. Welcome to the channel UFO to Know. In today's video, I wanted to talk about the strangeness that is the Charlie Hickson abduction case, and more specifically, the details that Raw mentions about this case in the Law of One channelings. The case is known as the Pascagoula abduction, which occurred back in 1973 when Charlie Hickson and Calvin Parker told the Jackson County, Mississippi Sheriff's Office that they were fishing off a pier on the west bank of the Pascagoula River in Mississippi when they heard a whizzing sound. They claimed to see two flashing blue lights and an oval-shaped object 30 to 40 feet across and 8 to 10 feet high. Parker and Hickson claimed that they were conscious but paralyzed, while three creatures with slit mouths and crab-like pincers took them aboard the craft and subjected them and examined them. This case is interesting in that the appearance of these beings, as they were described, is so different from any other encounter case to my knowledge. Don Elkins clearly thought the same thing when he asked Raw about it back in the 80s. In sections 8.18 to 8.22, Don asks Raw if the appearance of these entities was normal, and Raw replies basically that there's nothing odd about them. Raw goes on to explain that they were third density service to other beings that have never experienced violence in their lives and wanted to scan Charlie's mind to examine his wartime experiences. Raw also makes it a point to state that Charlie Hickson would have never been abducted by these guys if he didn't decide to be of service to others before incarnating on Earth. This is what's known as a soul contract, and allows for contact with benevolent ETs without breaking the laws of free will. Raw also states that these beings were from the Sirius galaxy. Later on in session 38.7 and 38.8, Don asks if the social memory complex from Sirius that visited Earth had evolved from trees, to which Raw replies, yes, the second density trees evolved into third density beings on Earth, and they bear the name dog. Now, when I read this part, I found it very confusing. Was Raw implying that the trees from Sirius evolved into dogs on Earth? No, it couldn't be because dogs are second density beings, and Raw specified third density beings on Earth. I chalked this up as an error or some sort of mistranslation until I gave it some further thought. I believe that what Raw was referring to here was the Dogon tribe of Africa. Notice the capitalized D in dog, a name for a group of third density beings on Earth. The Dogon tribe live in the Central Plateau region of Mali in West Africa, and they used to celebrate the Sigui festival, which was associated with the death of those on Earth, and it was held once every 6 years and celebrated the white dwarf star Sirius B. These implications are huge. First, it implies that the ETs that abducted Charlie Hickson evolved from trees in the Sirius galaxy, which explains their odd tree-like appearance. Secondly, it implies that some of those trees incarnated on Earth as third density humans, and they made up the Dogon tribe. Although Raw never says why these beings incarnated here instead of on their own home planet, but oh well, who knows. Alright guys, that's the video. Let me know what you think of my theory in the comments and catch you in the next one.